of Christian actors who are forced to be put into a system that does not cater to it, does not minister, does not allow them to do what they do for the glory of God. And all of you entrepreneurs, the business world at large is not meant to glorify God. So when we stand out as different and we're doing something different, we need to know about it. So let us know about your podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate the access there, and good seeing everybody. This is my second call. The last one, I was in a car driving back from the airport, so I think you probably saw maybe my face, but it's good to meet you guys and appreciate the opportunity to share. So my show is called Blaze Your Own Trail, and I launched it on January 1st, 2020, which, as you know, is a pretty significant date to launch a podcast because I had no clue what was coming, but it was probably the greatest day to start a show other than today if you don't have one. And because I got access to a lot of people that were stuck at home just like me. And so I was able to really launch a show and have it reach people all over the world in that first year. But it didn't really take off until the last probably 2 years. I think I was averaging 30 total downloads a month. And now we're doing about 200,000 downloads a month. And so it's one of those 5 year overnight successes. And now I've got a sponsor, which is a Christian studio, and I've got a network that I'm a part of. So the show, instead of losing money in time, is now making money, which is great. But it takes a long time to build. And the topic, blaze your own trail. I think all of us on this call can resonate with that. We all feel like we're trailblazers. We're trying to blaze something. We're trying to do something for His glory. And so when I originally started the show, my goal was to interview thought leaders, actors, authors, celebrities, really people that have blazed a trail in business and life and share that journey to success, not where they are today in the beginning, but let's rewind and find out what did they go through, the trials, the tribulations, the suffering, the adversity to get to success. And so that's really where the show started. And then people kept convincing me, hey, Jordan, you need to do solo episodes. People want to hear your voice. And I had such imposter syndrome that it took me 4 years to do solo episodes. And now my last solo episode 12 days ago has got the most downloads I've ever had, over 63,000 downloads for a solo episode. So this knucklehead finally started to listen, and now my solos are the best performing content. And so a little bit about me, I'm a father of 6 beautiful kids, 4 boys, 2 girls, from diapers to the workforce, I like to say. My youngest is 9 months, and my oldest will be 21 at the end of December. You do the math on when we started this journey. But no, it's a lot of fun being a parent. We've got 3 businesses on 3 continents, one in the US, one in Belgium, one in the Philippines. And I just love, yeah, connecting, cultivating relationships, creating community. I have, business groups to the church. I serve in multiple teams, as you do when you have multiples of kids. And I'm excited to be here and hopefully add value to the conversation.
Yeah, bro. Isn't it amazing how we can get focused on the trails of others and forget the one that matters the most? And that's our own. That's the testimony, right? And I think so many times we begin to value other people's testimonies. And I see this, Jordan, on podcast a lot, where it's constantly inviting people in, but it's the person that's sitting there that has a unique capacity that nobody else has, a unique story that nobody else has. And just a few weeks ago in our church, and we talked a little bit about this a couple of weeks ago. Um, Sunday morning, I had a sermon prepared. Everything was good. I thought we were good to go. I was going to start a series. And then at the end of worship, God just shifted the whole thing. And I just felt in my heart, it's time to share testimonies. So I just grabbed a microphone and began to walk around the congregation. And they preached a message that I couldn't preach that day. And I think so many times, every one of us, it's just what I said at the beginning of this, right? 2 things. You have something to gain. That's where we get stuck, is we're in this constant gain mode and we don't actively enter conversations because of that imposter syndrome. So we surround ourselves with people who are better than us. And so we're constantly in this information gathering with people who go to church every week, and there's constant information gathering, but they never realize the need for them to share their own journey, their own story, that's an aspect of God that somebody else may not have.